Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Same floor, same room. We're filming these back to back but spacing them out because that's how we do YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are well. And what are we talking about this week? Well, you'll probably guess because it'll be in the title somewhere, but we're talking The Great British Bake Off musical. So if you are interested to know my thoughts on this show, stick around and we'll get into it in 2 whole seconds. So again, because I forget every single time before we get into this video, if you are new, hello, my name is Claire. This is Open Roads and Theatre Seats, where we discuss theatre based fun and frolics alongside the odd travel vlog, because they are my 2 passions, travel and theatre, and I like to mould them together in this one single YouTube channel. Ha ha. But the main event, let's discuss Bake Off. So I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, do you love The Great British Bake Off? And 2, do you love double entendres and euphemisms? If your answer is yes to both of these shows, then this is the show for you. This show has definitely had some people questioning whether every TV show and film needs to be turned into a play or a musical, and for this one it's just yes. It's a wholehearted yes. For me, this show is like the perfect homage to such a great show. Like, the Bake Off has been with us for so many years and it's just part of many people's DNA, the fact that a new year rolls around and we get to see another bunch of bakers taking on this amazing challenge in a little tent. It's a big tent in some stately home's back garden. This show has been brought to us by the amazing pair of Pippa Cleary, who is known by some as the person behind My Sons Are Queer, But What Can You Do, their songs, and also Jake Brunger, who I'm hoping I'm pronouncing their surname correctly. The book has been written by Jake and the music has been done and created by Pippa, and they've worked together to make some incredible lyrics. Slap It Like That, oh brilliant, such a great song. Although I have that image in my head like wholeheartedly, and I have since I left the theatre last night. This show, with their work together, is literally what the doctor has ordered. I laughed, I cried, I felt emotions I probably shouldn't have from a baking-esque musical. I got so invested in the entire show. If you are someone who watches the Bake Off religiously every year and you have your favourite contestants, I feel like that also happens in this show. Like, I got really kind of gutted when some people got sent home. I was like, oh no, but I love them. You know, when you have those favourites in Bake Off and you're literally like praying that everyone leaves but your favourite. It was the same in this show, and I was like, how have they done this so cleverly that you are so invested in the stories of each individual person? It was just absolutely incredible. Going on top of that, we have set, costume and cake designer Alice Power, who mixed all 3 of her elements to give the most perfect like homage to the show. It was just absolutely incredible. It was so brilliantly done, and on top of that, the direction by Rachel Kavanagh and also choreography by Georgina Lamb just worked absolutely spectacularly together. The choreo was relatively simplistic, but it was just so beautifully performed, and I just absolutely enjoyed every single minute of it. Followed that with the lighting by Ben Cracknell. You literally didn't need to look at the programme to see who had created the lighting on this show, because it just had the BC touch. It had Ben's name all over it, and yeah, it just, handshake to them, absolutely perfect. And cast, let's get into them. Let's start with the judges, Pam and Phil, otherwise known as Prue and Paul, who were iconic in their own separate ways. There is a prop which I think my audience truly enjoyed, which zooms across the stage a couple of times, absolutely brilliant. But they were absolutely great to watch. When I text my friends in the interval, I was like, oh my god, you should go and see it, because I do have a bake off WhatsApp group. I messaged them in the interval, I was like, oh my god, I know this is off season and I shouldn't be using this chat, but go and see the show if you have the chance. And she's like, yeah, it's amazing. And 100% I agree with her. She said if Paul and Prue ever want to have a week off or a series off, then I definitely think Hayden Gwynn and John Owen Jones, who play Pam and Phil, it's very confusing to have too many P names in my head, could 100% take on their role for a season and no one will bat an eyelid. They were absolutely brilliant. Although I don't think I'll ever see John Owen Jones in the same way. For me, John Owen Jones has always been like Phantom or Jean Valjean, not Phil. But yeah, he was absolutely brilliant, and so was Hayden. Next up we have the presenters, Kim and Jim. Brilliant, another iconic duo. Kim is played by Zoe Burkett, who I last saw in Panto, and Scott Page plays Jim, who I don't think I've seen since Nativity, but I could be wrong. But both of those again together, absolutely iconic duo. Their chemistry together was absolutely brilliant, alongside their work with Hayden and John as the judges, and also the bakers. Channel 4, if you're out there, if you're looking for a new duo to replace whoever is still on next season, because I feel like someone is leaving, I can't remember which one, bad Bake Off watcher, there is your next two presenters. They were absolutely brilliant and 100% would recommend. And the bakers, I really enjoyed that each baker kind of had their moment, their time to shine, if you will. Some of them get their own individual solo songs, some of them are more story based, but each one of them has their moment to shine, and they were absolutely spectacular. So just to run through our bakers, we have Russell, who's played by Michael Cahill, Ben, who is Damien Humley, hopefully I'm saying that name correctly, Babs, Claire Moore, Izzy is Grace Mowat, Hassan is Aaron Rayner, Deza is Jay Segal, hopefully I'm saying that name correctly, Francesca is Kat Sanderson, Gemma is Charlotte Wakefield, and our Lily was Maisie Mine. 100% top notch, absolute brilliance in every single one of them. Like I said, there were some that I really was gutted when they were sent home. Babs Lament, Act 2, amazing. Actually, truly amazing song. I laughed, I cried, I cheered, I whooped. It was just like happiness in a show. I haven't actually been back to the Noel Coward for quite a while. The last show that I saw there was Half a Sixpence, and in those days Half a Sixpence and that theatre was like a safe haven to me, and it was literally like going back to the old days when I sat in my theatre seat last night. This story, this show just has an incredible message. It was absolutely beautiful, and the last like part of dialogue like hit me so close to the heart. I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't ready for that. You go on an emotional roller coaster. Literally, you could be laughing one minute and then they hit you in the gut with some emotional work, and I was like, you have done this so brilliantly. The ensemble, I should also mention, who is made up of 4 actors: Jamila Bassi, Louis Gordon-Seo, hopefully I'm saying that name correctly, Gabriella Stylanyu, again probably butchered that, and also Georgie Westall. Those 4, you don't see a lot of them. They are there more for the group numbers at the start of Act 1 and start of Act 2. But yeah, they were incredible, but I wish I'd seen more of them. That is my only downfall. So as you can tell, I really truly loved watching this show. It was absolutely brilliant from start to finish. If you are a Bake Off fan, you are going to see the brilliance of this show. It was just absolutely amazing. Saying that, I feel like if you aren't a Bake Off fan, you will still enjoy this show, but there are just going to be elements that you're kind of like, why is everyone laughing? There are mentions and references to things that happened in many previous years of shows of the Bake Off, and you may just not understand those references, but altogether this is just an absolutely great homegrown perfect show that has such heart, such brilliance to it. It's definitely up there alongside Fisherman's Friends as one of those shows which I just think is amazing and really want everyone to get behind, because we can't let this go to nothing at the end. I need to have it around in some shape or form for a very long time to come. It could be one of my new favourites. Crazy. The show has got a short run. It is currently at the Noel Coward and it will be there until the 13th of May. So you've still got a little bit of time still to go and check this show out. Please go and watch it. Please go and support it. That theatre last night just felt so brilliant and warm and safe and happy and well-behaved audience too. We haven't had one of those in a very long time. So yeah, go and check it out. It's brilliant, it's amazing, and I loved it. So I'm going to leave you here and say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come back for more theatre or travel fun next time. But for me, sitting on the floor in my hotel room thinking, is breakfast still open at Pret across the road? I will bid you my farewells. Thank you for watching. I love you all lots, and I shall see you next time. Bye.